Say hi. How you doing? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a yoga bath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. How you doing today? How's your energetic field? Is it full of static electricity or are you grounded? What you do, Bob? What you wanna be over here? Said mother gonna start getting pissy. It's been in March. Good boy, Danny. Find your spot, buddy. We're all just trying to find our spot. Hope you're doing good today. We're vibing pretty high today. About near 7,000 feet. Elevation. I got a little bit more hope in my heart than I did yesterday. Every day, sometimes your heart just empties out with hope. Just know that hope is like energy, and there's always enough to fill it, God's grace is enough to fill it. Every time I can go to sleep, if I can get a good solid couple hours, let my spirit wander out in the ethers and experience, I just look at night shift. I call it the night shift is when I when I meditate, I meditate. I try and do about an hour a day. It doesn't always work out that way. But the effort's often made to do about an hour meditate state, and that's when I plug into Source God and I receive, do the next right thing, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, just do right by people, and in the course of your way will be laid out in front of you. And sometimes there's stepping stones in the dark, but they're always there, when I need them. I saw some bullshit today, or yesterday, I think it was. Somebody, Could Be Nothing, it was on Could Be Nothing, she had made a post about some relative of hers that was passing on. I can't believe the bullshit people are putting up with. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Let's see if I can find it. Because it was a comment. Somebody that they know, her stepfather's mother was passing away, and they couldn't be with her as she took her last breath on this incarnate, because of all this made up bullshit, this imposed fear that people just are not allowing themselves to get past the possibility that you got duped, that you were dumb and you believed in all this freaking inflated freaking bullshit, and now people are dying by themselves, but hospice can be there to hold, strangers can be. See, that's the thing. I was reading this to Mom and I was like, Mom, I said, rest assured, I will be with you when you take your last breath in this incarnate. And if I go before you, I hope that you will be alongside with me. I said, Mom, I said, you are taking your last breath, Mom, during this time. They could not keep me out of your bed, out of your hospital bed. They couldn't keep me from holding you and loving on you so much that everlasting print will carry on in the rest of your incarnate, and you will remember the time that we had together. All this is bullshit. I am embarrassed to know the people that I know that buy into this every day. It's embarrassing, but then I think about the ones that really get to benefit from it, that really prosper from it. And it's like, oh yeah, you were made of the bullshit. You have what you have because your parents and that family line perpetuated the bullshit, grandson of the freaking Attorney General of the freaking United States Air Force at some point. Like, what kind of shady shit has that man done? But do your little pictures and stuff like that. Keep painting, transmute all that, years. Oh, but you got a son that's in the military, so he's still perpetuating the bullshit. It's just all bullshit. It's all reindeer games. And when are people going to start realizing There are puddles of people living on the streets in your locals communities, and there is somebody on your feed that needs freaking help. But people keep like doing these like little stupid little charity events. Oh, donate to help the dog. You know, it's like, dude, people are elementary and trite, and they're gonna have a freaking really rude awakening. A really rude awakening. That's the next part, because people aren't doing it. You know, they had the chance to have their own, you know, go within. Everybody has to stay home. Everybody's retreating. And what are you finding out in your retreat? Are you finding out that you perpetuate the bullshit, or are you trying to help help with the hindrance? Because there's so many freaking small people that make things. On Twitter today, it was just all kinds of stuff about these big, dumb, fat, ugly, stupid men in position in power that oh, we have batches of votes missing. And I'm just like, dude, these are the men that have been running the world, you know. But supposedly the divine masculine is becoming more in balance with the divine feminine, and then all of a sudden righteousness and justice is going to be served, and a bunch of people are going to be like, I haven't done a very good job, so I'm going to sit back and let somebody else that's more qualified in my position to do it. Wouldn't that be great if that was the world we live in? Accountability was that paramount, that it was that significant, that people came into their integrity with the age of Aquarius, that they just said, you know what, I've been in it for money, I was a dirty perv, I did, you know, all this stuff, you know, I'm wrong about it, so I'm going to let somebody that's a little bit more, you know, stronger in character take my place. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great if the politicians did that? But they don't. They never will. They just keep paying themselves to perpetuate the bullshit. Dude, ain't nobody, no public servant is suffering right now. They're all still getting paid. Don't you worry. And it was funny, I watched a blip part of a Good Doctor, and I really like that show. And I'm just like, I'm getting like anti-television because they're all freaking corrupt bastards, you know. And they even they're doing their wear a mask thing, and it's just like, but then when you look at the nursing station and stuff, it's all piled with pizza boxes and soda containers, and it's just like, that's why we're in the mess, because people have made bad choices within themselves, got fat, put themselves in, you know, made themselves their primary and a secondary, and then now the rest of us have to live based on their fear. And that's why I called the talk today, are them ends justifying them means yet? Are they? And if you don't know what that means, I'll let you go down your own little ant hole. I like ant holes better than rabbit holes. A rabbit hole, it's just a motherfucking hole. That to me is linear thinking. Now an ant hole, it has all kinds of caverns and little this ways and that ways and little back doors and stuff like that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm not, every time someone's like, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole, I'm like, okay, I'll see you in the 5th dimension because you're still stuck on the 3rd with the leaf blowers. Anyway, the ends justify the means. Then I just gotta Google it. I'll just read a couple little excerpts. But as young kids, we learn that the end doesn't justify the means. Their examples of these crack me up. I'm like, who writes this crap? In other words, a positive outcome isn't, while a good thing, if the methods used were dishonest or harmful to others. Yeah. On the contrary, cheating or avoiding hard classes might keep your GPA high, but using these means never justifies the end result. What it means is, if it's causing more harm than good, you shouldn't fucking do it. Yeah, but see, Uncle Sam got pervy and gross and demented, and freaking his brain got soaked with freaking Viagra and stuff like that, because that's what real men do. And all this old patriarchy, all this paradigm, it's all falling down. But the thing of it is, it ain't gonna fall down until the individuals that make up the paradigm go, oh, I gotta do a 180 and have to take responsibility for myself and do better in life. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep getting what we got. It's kind of funny. It ain't gonna happen unless people start taking personal responsibility for themselves, start cleaning up the wreckage of their past, start admitting their wrongs. That's the only thing that's gonna get us into the 5D earth, you know? Because all this lying and not being opportunistic and all this stuff, it's lower vibrational behavior. It's not allowed. It's just like, we're never gonna be freaking allowed to go to Mars and shit, because human beings are stupid and just litter the place and ruin things. Yeah. So the powers that be are we're not going to get back. It's cute what people, oh, it's cute. Look at little muskrat. Little Elon, little muskrat. If it looks like a muskrat, he's a tunnel dwelling muskrat too. He's one of them tunnel people. Yeah. He's trying to litter the skies and go to Mars. And oh, look at his history. Isn't it interesting how all these creepy Luciferi tale perpetuators always lose their first son? Somebody might want to tell AC's adopted boy to look over his shoulder. I've seen that picture of that kid, that freaking creepy freaking... Ooh, he looks like a lizard to me on CNN. AC, everybody loves, getting drunk on New Year's Eve. Everybody perpetuate that. Did you see the tree? Did you see the holiday tree that they brought to Rockefeller Center? They freaking brought a freaking Charlie Brown tree to Rockefeller Center. Oh my God, it's hilarious. It is so nothing but the nothing. Nothing but the worst for the nothing. Ain't nobody in DC around to look at it anymore anyway. I did find a little owl in it though, so I thought that was pretty rad. That was pretty cool. Owl got a trip to NYC. That was him in car. Could you imagine doing the Akashic being setting out your table is the life of that owl? I'm gonna do this and this. I'm gonna eat this. And I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna happen, and then I'm gonna take a trip to New York City for Christmas and a treat. Because evidently, there's those storylines that we all set up our own. We lay it all out. Okay, we're going to do this and this and this in life, and these are the challenges that we're going to have, and we're going to pull these hat tricks, and we're going to do this, and all this is just going to get us, or either we're going to get closer to the source glory of God, or we're going to fall more into ego, which is all that Luciferi tale theater. It's all of it. And if people are for money, it's that, hey dude, that we're there. If you're more for money than you are for freaking humanity, and you care more about keeping shit in your bank account, than helping people, I mean, we're there. We're there. That is where we're at. And it's gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. Because people, and so it can be contingent on how generous people. It's not gonna be bad for the open hearts and the faithful and all those of us that have freaking just been generous with in all kinds of ways, not just monetarily, but just with the services of like helping. How many people are the freaking someone like? No, I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying. My point is there's always ways to help push somebody get their car out of the intersection. Picking up litter. There's always litter someplace. Just leaving a situation better than you found it. But no, people are entitled and they're indignant and they deserve so much because they work very little. But, we live in a society where there's hierarchy, and people don't recognize that we're all just spiritual beings having a human experience. There's people who think that they're better than other people and they have more power and more control. And they don't know, like the rest of us, that you don't. You don't got the power and control. You got nothing. Because some of us, no, we're just spirits having a human experience. And if you can make it uncomfortable, I'm going to make it comfortable wherever we are for me. And that's what I live to do until my dogs take their last breath. Mom goes on, I go on, whoever goes first, I'm here to serve their basic comforts and needs and stuff like that. Because it's a commitment that I made a very long time ago. Boop, boop, boop. Because I'm not in the mood. I got Benny. Then it's sleepy time now, Marge. That's a good boy. I love you so much. He's a good boy. Oh, yes. So, I don't really know if people are waking up or not. I've been hearing about it I've been having these same talks about people, coming into the waking up into who and what they are, and how much goodness they have to offer this world, or how much they want to take. Do people want to be a suck or a minus? A plus or a minus? Just like in electricity, are you going to be a proton or a neutron? Or are you going to be balanced and make your own spark and be your own, your own perpetuating energy machine, because we're always have the ability to conjure thought based on our own ideas, and I ain't in all this. I intentionally, when I was picking a discipline in college, I'm like, help desk supports. People are always going to need help at their computer where they are, and I have a pretty good way of interpreting, what they're trying to. That's the biggest. Communication is just going to be the downfall of freaking everything, because people don't know how to articulate what they're seeing and then explain it to another person. They just don't know them words. People don't spend enough time on them words or in their feelings and emotions, And there's this whole dialogue of how the world is revolving, and these are the rules, and these, who fucking makes up these? I'm so tired of these bullshit rules and I'm like, what kind of not? Okay, so basically this rule is put in place so that people like me don't get helped. It's just change the fucking rule. Who do I gotta talk to change the rule? Fuck these rules, they're so stupid. It is so stupid that a freaking woman is at the end of her life, is dying with strangers. For why? And her loved ones are saying goodbye through a window? For what reason? Because who said? So Staples can freaking make a lot of money, and all these printing companies with their little stickers of, so the lazy can be lazy and the freaking gluttons can become more gluttonous. And when I say fat, and when I talk in terms of like that, skinny people can be gluttons too, in fat. It's just a heart space of more for me and none for you. And those are the people that are running the whole world right now. And they're all tiny little, like, physically small people. And I don't even understand how they are still in the positions. How are they even physically in the buildings that they're inhabiting to allow such nonsense? I saw a freaking dumb bitch, freaking governor of freaking Oregon. Fucking that low vibrational freaking wench, man. She freaking is proposing fines of $1,250 for people that don't wear a mask. But the bitch freaking legalized cocaine and heroin and gun laws. They're going away in counties up in Oregon. It's just like, dude, you're so stupid. You don't know you're stupid. But a lot of us are really smart. We know you're stupid. But we're patient. We're praying for you that you're just going to step down and let other people step up into a place. Let us grown-ups make the decisions. Let us, because you are just wrecking it. Because people they're not going to be cool for much longer. They're not. They're going to go start freaking taking stuff for themselves. They are. Oh, the light went out. That's what happened. Ah. I'm going to tune up. She's a pretty cute. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty lady. How's that? She's a good girl. She's a pretty girl. Oh. No, big sigh. Big sigh. Big sigh. Where was I? I'll let her out in a minute, Mom. Almost done. Hello from El Paso. That's where Mom was born. Hola, Margarita. My mom was born in El Paso almost 70 years ago. Yep. So, how long have I been running my mouth? About 20 minutes. Yeah. Sometimes I go along a little too long. Yeah, she likes it when you hold her like that, Mom. So, but okay, so justifying, does the ends ever justify? So all this, what my point is, if I'll put this, not for people that are necessarily watching the channel, but for the ones out there that don't know, maybe if I say my words, my words will go out and then it'll land on them. And then they'll get an occurrence like, oh shit, all this math stuff is crap. Oh my god. All I gotta do is read the science that everybody is, oh really? Oh man. And all I gotta do is like go back to when I was a kid and they tried to tell me Santa Claus was real, and I was like, no, that can't be real, you know? Yeah, that same vibration of knowing using your own discernment because you're a grown-ass man or woman and recognizing what a lie is. Just people don't know what a lie is anymore. They just everything is truth. Because if you read it on here, if you read it on the interwebs, it's truth, right? Is that what's happening? The golden rule. If you don't want other people to do this to you, then you don't do it to other people. But we are living in a society run by people that freaking do shit to people that they would never want done to them. So, basically, Mom, the way I see it is, there is so much cognitive dissonance as soon as people just come into a situation. No, don't bring yourself into a situation, just the situations that you're in. Just, are you recognized? Is this a true situation? Is it authentic? Is it from the heart? Is it for both people's highest good? Or is somebody swindling or something? Low vibrational behavior, high vibrational behavior. And check yourselves. Check yourselves. All of you spiritual practitioners that are offering your wisdoms and gems, it is no different than all the shit that I say on my tube, only I don't charge people and then invite them on a private platform and keep it all separate and exclusive. See, I am for the ascension for the fucking poor and the frugal. Yeah. The poor and the frugal. Yeah, for people that can't pay to be, to get past your angers and hurts. But I'm here to help. I'll just tell you how I got mine past most of my angers and hurts. I got a lot of physical pain, so I get to breathe through my stuff a lot because I got a lot of physical pain. And then when my physical pain flares, and then I meet up with some bullshit in the world, I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with this stuff. And then I just, But I've been trying to live more for God and less from ego. So I just try not to say things that are going to draw any negative karma back to myself and stuff like that. So it ain't always easy to do because I got a freaking sharp tongue and I'm freaking quick and I'm witty and I freaking tear shit down. But there's a time and a place, and I just don't want to do that and incur any of the karma that comes along with it. Yeah, so. But people like to word match and word whimsy and banter and things like that. I'm all for it. I like to keep it clean and nice and jovial, but when people start getting mean, man, that's when I got a problem with shit. When they gotta make it personal and stuff like that. Yeah. That's the thing, is I don't. And then as soon as they do, then I'm like, okay, I do, let's go. And then they get mad because I always get that. I always get to the things that really, really hurt the most. They start it. Hey, okay, hey. I'm just defending myself because if you're going to lash out at me verbally and I lash back and I do it in such a curt way, then or you're going to lash back because you already know what I got. You already know what I'm not. I'm trying to keep the peace and teach people how to freaking, communicate in healthy ways and stuff like that, and how to stay physical and get fit. And so you take your own pressure off your joints. Take your own stuff off, Keep thin, it's better for your body. Keep agile, stay moving. Mom's very agile still. I'm less. No, I'm pretty agile because I'm clumsy as fuck. Sometimes I worry because all the neurological freaking vaccines and shit they've stuck in with me, and I already had it. I was always a little firecracker anyway, so you add that, and I'm just like, and I pick up all kinds of extrasensory shit. I try to ignore all the extrasensory shit that I pick up. Yeah. I do a lot to just ignore it. Because I'm like, I don't want to know, man. I don't want to know. People aren't ascending. Why are they coming to me? I like to help spirits pass on. I do. I like to help the ones that don't know that they're stuck. I like to help them. I just like to get people unstuck, energy unstuck, and people have this stuck energy within themselves, and they don't know why they're like, why is my life changing? I'm like, you've lived the same fucking day over and over. You don't make any foot prayers to change your life. So let's see. I read my aspect earlier. Take Me Home, Country Road, John Denver. My aspect for today. Where did it go? Did I not get a screenshot of it? I don't think I got a screenshot of it. Carl, that's funny. Thanks for sending that. I probably won't listen to it because maybe I will. The guy's voice on Rush. It's been a point of contention with me and other people that I know that I like. Like I like, but I can't stand Rush because they all sound the same to me. But that was when I was younger. But I've listened to some of the lyrics of their songs, or one of them, a couple years ago, and I was like, maybe it was just not my time. Maybe I should revisit Rush. So I'm going with Sass. All right, she gets. It doesn't. I think she wants. You want to be on the tube? You want to be on the video, Sass? She just already went out. I think she just gets antsy around this time. But I'll check it out, girl. So that's the thing, is I'm not so closed. My people think I'm like closed-minded and stuff. I'm like, well, I'll revisit it, and then I'll look at it and be like, okay, now I'm closing it. Till next time. I'm always changing my mind. I'm contrarian. It's what Heyoka do. We're contrary. Hi, Keijin. Ellen's gifts.
She's been busy. She's got that Libra juice, huh, Papa Dog? Handsome man. You're so pretty and smart and funny, too.
Yes. So not now, Mom. Not in the mood, Mom. Leave me alone, Mom. So... what? I think... oh, I was going to read my aspect, and it's gone. Oh, did I get a screenshot of it? Derision. Derision was the word of the day. Mom and I come across words. And then I looked them up. Derision. Contemptuous ridicule or mockery. That's a good word. Oh, because it's in that song. Age of Aquarius. It's going to be all over the place, because that's what they made the song back then, is because people were freaking into astrology and are freaking psychic and intuitive and foresee patterns and put it all together, and was trying to let people know back in the 60s that 2020 is Age of Aquarius, and so now it's here. So if you go look up the lyrics of that song, you might go, huh, I can't believe I didn't get that freaking... I swear I got anyway, my ass, it doesn't matter. It was a cool aspect. It'll happen again in the next couple of days, so... anyway, we just wanted to